Welcome dear students. I am Jean George, Assistant Professor from the Department of Computer Science and Applications, BSS College, Bhopal. Today we are going to discuss about different types of network topology. Already in the previous section, we have discussed about what is computer network topology, what are the advantages, especially we have discussed about bus topology, its working, advantage and disadvantage. So, in this section, we are going to discuss about other topologies like ring topology, tree topology, star topology, mesh topology and hybrid topology. So, altogether total 6 topologies we are going to use or learn in this network topology. So, already bus topology we have discussed in the last section. So, we continue with the ring topology. In case of ring topology, it is a type of topology. In this, we are connecting all devices in a circular format. In this, we can send data from one system to another system. So, we can see the data is traveling through the network or through the device and reach source to destination. So, in between how many devices are there in that path, all device can see this data and this data is just go through that device and reach to the destination. Then in this, for this topology we can implement it in two ways. First one is clockwise data transfer and second one is anti-clockwise data transfer. Why? Because in this type of topology there is only one direction data transferring will be there, that is allowable. Then when we create this topology or this network, we need to configure clockwise or anti-clockwise. Then there is a token that is passing through this networks. Here token means we can see it's a frame, like it's a frame that circulate around the network or just circulate through or in between the systems. So, when one system want to store or send data, it can take that token and send the data. When it completes its data transferring process, then it will release that token. So, at a time there is only one system will send the data through the network. So, there is no chance for congestion, collision or any other traffic issues. So, very easily we can send bulk data, we can use 100% bandwidth of that corresponding network. Here you can see how the ring topology arranged with 5 systems. Then when we discuss about the advantages and disadvantages, first of all, in the case of advantage, there is equal access for all devices. There is no difference between server, client, like that. There is no differences. Each system will have equal priority, they can send data. Then second one is simple troubleshooting with token passing protocol. Like we can check in which system have the token, then we can understand that specific location there will be some problem or some issues. So, very easily we can troubleshoot and clear our problem using ring topology. And disadvantage is once any one ring or any place, if a ring is broken, then that will affect the network, then the 80% of network communication will be down. So, that is one of the main disadvantage of ring topology. And next one is slower performance with increased device. In case of 4-5 members or computers, it is a good successful topology. But when it increases the number of computers like 20, 25, in that case we need to wait more time to transfer data from source to destination. And one more disadvantage you can see, like each system should have to connect with two LAN cables, like two RJ45 port we need for each system. So these are the main disadvantage of ring topology. Next we are discussing with star topology. In the case of star topology, commonly in case of our college labs or different small LAN offices, in that we can see we are implementing, or the best way is star topology. In this arrangement, what we are doing is there will be a central hub or switch, and all systems are connected with that switch. In this case, create a connection, remove it, or troubleshoot it. All these will be more comfortable, and we can connect multiple systems at a time. There is no difficulty to connect with or add with a new system or new user. Then in this case, you can see here there is a diagram. 5 systems are connected with a central hub. So when system 1, for example, this system want to communicate with this, then the first system will sender will send the data to the hub, and hub will send it to the corresponding system. In between, if you are using a switch in place of hub, then it will check that system is available in that network. If it is available, directly send to that system. But if you are using hub, what is going to do is, hub will take the copy of that data and check how many systems connected with that hub. Example, here you can see total 5 systems are connected. So it will make 4 copy of that data and send to all the system other than the sender. In that case, the packet will reach to each and every system, and they will check what is the destination address of that packet. If the destination address is matching with that specific system, then it will accept that packet, else it will reject that packet. So in that way, they are working in this star topology. In case of star topology, we can say it is very easy to install and manage, and find out the error or fault location, isolation, ये सब चीज़ you can very easily find out, or you can very easily detect and troubleshoot the problem. And when we talk about the disadvantage, we can say if one hub is failed, then the all complete 100% network is down. All systems are individual systems. Also, we need more cost to implement this type of topology, because we need more cables and we need an extra hardware device. With respect to the hardware device, we can increase the number of users and we can provide more different types of services. So that are the disadvantage. Then we move to next topology, that is tree topology. In case of tree topology, all systems are connected, or many systems will be there. All systems are connected like as a tree structure. That means there will be a main server that is called as a root system. Then 2-3 systems will connected with that server system. Here in this scenario, these systems are called child. For example, you just imagine here there is a diagram. Here is a root system, R is a root system. Then you can see the child 1 and child 2, 2 childs are there. Then when we expand the network, what is going to happen? The child 1 can connect with any multiple number of other systems. Like here you can see 1, 2, 3 and 4 system is connected with this server system, this root. This is the child of root system, but at the same time root of all these child systems. Then when we check about the performance, like we can transfer this data in level by level. For example, in case of different types of MNCs, or there is a office, different levels of employees are there, then very easily we can manage the entire staff using this tree topology method. In that level of access and communication of different types of or different levels of employees, that all very easily we can manage and coordinate with the help of this tree topology. Then the advantage is very easy to expand, and there is a centralized control, that means root system can control the entire network. Then disadvantage, when we check in that type of network, dependency on root node is the one of the main disadvantage. Whenever that root node is failed, then that complete network is disconnected. And in the case of tree network, cabling process is very complex. So these are the disadvantage. Then we move to the mesh topology. This is another topology. So up to this we learn ring topology, tree topology, and the previous one is bus topology. In between there is any failure, then they can't communicate. Even in the case of star topology also, the sender hub is failed, then they can't communicate. So mesh topology is implemented as a solution of this problem. It providing 100% reliability and availability of the systems and resources. In this we can say there will be multiple system. Each system will connect with all other system available in that network. That is called that type of arrangement structure is called mesh topology. Then the internet is an example for mesh topology. At the same time, mainly we can implement this mesh topology in case of wireless network. In that there is no requirement for cabling and all that. So it is very easy to implement in that. Other than that, if you are going to implement using cable, we need, you just imagine we have n systems in that network, then we need n into n minus 1 divided by 2, that much cables. That means number of cables and number of ports will be more with respect to number of systems. So that is a problem for this mesh topology. Then in the case of mesh topology, there are two types of mesh topology. First one is called fully mesh topology, and second one is called partial mesh topology. Full mesh topology and partial mesh topology. In case of full mesh topology, every system, when we check that diagram, we can see each system is connected with all other nodes. But in the case of partial mesh topology, with respect to the importance of the system, we can create multiple connection, or one system will connect with a multiple user. There is no bulk or complex connection in between the systems. So commonly when we implement this mesh topology, in case of cabling method, we will go for partial mesh topology method. Then the advantage is high fault tolerance. That means whenever you just imagine one line or two line is down or break, then also they can communicate with other systems, because multiple ways or lines are there. Then in case of advantage, data can take multiple paths. That is another method, like sometimes if there is a traffic congestion or any other issues in between two ways, they can select different way. So through that way they can keep 100% availability of the system. And in case of disadvantage, we can say it is very expensive because more cabling we need in the case of cabling method, and we need multiple port in case of each system, multiple RJ45 port. Then create it and maintain it is a complex task and it is a expensive method. So, that are the main disadvantage in case of mesh topology. Other than that, it is 100% available or reliable network. And the final one is hybrid topology. In case of hybrid topology, we can say any of two types of basic topology connect with a network and make a new structure, then we can say this is hybrid topology. In this, each node can create with a new topology like that. For example, in this diagram you can see that first one, like here it is a ring topology, and top you can see it is a bus topology, and left side that you can see it is a tree topology. So, in this example it is a collection of three basic topology. Together this we can say it is a hybrid topology. When we use hybrid topology, the advantages are hybrid topologies are flexible, reliable and cost effective, and it can help you to reduce network failures, and it will provide different types of solutions for the organization. Like sometimes different organization have different types of topology implemented in their network. Whenever we want to combine all these, hybrid topology will help to combine this. Then the disadvantage is comparatively it is a complex task and there is high cost for this, and to design this hybrid topology is a challenging task. So, these are the disadvantages. So, altogether total we learned 6 topologies. So, as a conclusion, when we compare these topologies, we can say bus topology is simple and cost effective. At the same time, if any single point failure will affect that network. And star topology, it is very easy to implement and manage, but if the sender point, hub or switch is failed, then the entire network is down. And the third one is ring topology. Each system will have the equal access and equal priority, but if any one line, any one system is breakdown, then the 80% of that network will be down. Then mesh topology, high fault tolerant, that means whatever issues is there, then you can communicate with other system because there is multiple path, but it is very expensive and complex method to implement. And when we talk about tree, easy to expand, but always depend on root node is a disadvantage. Then in the case of hybrid, flexible and scalable method or topology, but make it or implement it is a very complex task. So, these are the comparison between these topologies. I think you have got a very clear idea about different types of topology. I would like to thank you, each one of you. Thanks.